Do you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay. So good morning once again, and this morning we will learn about prepositions. Okay, this is another important things that you need to know in studying English grammar. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, when you say preposition, okay, here. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun or a pronoun or a noun phrase to show direction now. Remember that when we talk about preposition, its function is to give direction, to give time, to give place, location, and spatial order, or introduce an object. Now, so this morning we will be learning about the examples of prepositions. And please take note that the function of preposition in a sentence is to give direction, time, place, location, spatial order, or to introduce an object. Now, some examples of prepositions are words like in, at, on, off, and to. Okay, so these are the common examples of prepositions. Okay, now some of the rules about prepositions. Okay, even if it is just a simple word, just like in, at, on, off, and to, in English, they are very important because it will help you achieve grammatically correct sentences. Okay, it will help you achieve grammatically correct sentences when you speak and when you write. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me?
Very well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now look at this one. Now let's learn about some few rules of the preposition. Now let's talk about first the prepositions of direction. We have to, in, into, and okay, look at that one. The prepositions of directions, we have to, in, into, on, and onto. Look at this one. To refer a direction, used preposition to, okay, that one. Example, she drove to the store. Okay, so where did he drove? Where is the location of he driving?
Store.
Okay, so you will use to. Okay. Don't ring the doorbell. Come right in the house. Okay, so in or into. So you can use, in this case, you can use in or into. Oh, come right to the house. Okay, so come in to the house or come to the house. Okay, do not ring the doorbell. Come right in the house or come right to the house. Okay, now here. Drive on the grass and park the car there. Drive to the grass and come to the park there. Okay. When you are, what is this? Telling a direction about a building. store, a building, an office, then you would say you are heading to, you are driving to. So to a place, to an office, to a building, then you will use to. Now, when you are telling a direction that you have to get in, get inside to the house, to the room, or to the office, you can use in or into or to. This one. Okay, next we have prepositions of time. Now, to refer to one point in time, use prepositions in, at, and on. Okay, look at this one. Okay. Now use in, this one. Use in with the parts of the day, not specific times, months, years, and seasonal. Again, use in with parts of the day. You know, every day, there are many hours in a day. Now, you will use in when you do not mention specific time. Example, he reads in the evening. There is no definite time, whether 8 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock in the evening, or 7 o'clock in the evening. There is no specific time. So use in with the parts of the day, not specific times, month, years, and season. Example. Okay, can you read the examples now?
He read in the evening.
Next.
Reads in the evening.
Yes, the weather, please read the weather.
The weather is cold in December.
Okay, she was.
She was born in 1996.
Next.
We rake leaves in the fall.
Okay, now, do you see the specific time in the evening? No specific date in December. No specific month and date in 1996. No specific time and date in fall. That is why you use preposition in. You use preposition in to tell time. Okay, look at this one. Look at this one. Here, use at, the preposition at with the time of the day. Okay, that is now the important thing that you need to remember. Use at with the time of the day. Also, use at with noon, night, and midnight. Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at this one. Yeah, just get familiar with. You will use at with the time of the day, and when you have your noon, night, and midnight in the sentence, you will use at. you will use at. Example. Can you read the examples?
I go to work at 8.
Mm-mm.
He eats lunch at noon.
Mm-mm.
She often goes for a walk at night. They
Mm-mm.
go to bed at midnight.
Okay. Do you understand now when to use at?
Clear?
Yes. You have to use it with the time of the day. And when you use the word noon, night, and midnight, you will use at. Next, use on with days. Use on with days. Example, please read the example.
I work on Saturdays. He does not try on Wednesdays.
Okay, so you will use on when you use the days of the week. I work, I study on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. I go to the mall on Sunday. I go playing football on Sunday. Okay, so when you make a sentence, use on when you want to mention days of the week. Okay. Next here. To refer to extended time, use the preposition since. For. To refer extended time, use the preposition since. For, by, during, from, to, from, until, with, and within. Look at this one. I have lived in Minneapolis since 2005. I moved there in 2005. Okay. Okay, look at this one. Okay, look at this one. Okay, when you want to refer an extended time, meaning to say you have, when you arrived to a place in 2005 and until this time you are still there. So you will use since, that one for these verbs, prepositions. Example, I have lived in Minneapolis since 2005. So this means to say that he moved there in 2005 and still live there as of the present. So you will use the preposition since. You are talking to an extended time. Do you understand sentence number one?
Clear?
Okay. Number two, please read number two.
He will be in Toronto for 3 weeks.
Okay. So in here, you will use for when you are telling that this person will spend for not a year, not a month, but for 3 weeks. So you will tell them that he will not stay there forever, but he will stay for some time, 3 weeks. Okay, he will be in Toronto for 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, he would go back to his hometown. So in here, you are telling that this person will stay here for a specific number of weeks. So you will use for. You cannot say he will be in Toronto since 3 weeks though. That's grammatically wrong. But the correct preposition to be used is for. He will be in Toronto for 3 weeks. Next. She will finish her homework by 6. She will finish her homework sometime now and 6. Okay. So it will not last long. It will not last long, but yeah, it bit in between 6 or now, 6 p.m. or now. She will finish her homework by 6 for some time between now. Next example. Can you read the next example?
He works part-time during the summer.
Yes, she works part-time during the summer. Now you are telling for the period of time throughout summer. So yeah, you are telling about the period of time, not on the winter time, not on the fall time, springtime, but summer, the entire summer he will work. So he works part-time during summer. Next, please read the example.
I will collect data from January to June.
Okay. I will collect data from January to June. I will collect data from January to June. So starting in January and ending in June, that is your coverage of collecting data. January and at the end of June. Okay. So you will use from when you are giving a period, when to start and when to end. Example, next example.
They are in school from August until May.
Okay. Starting in August until the end of May. Next.
She will graduate within 2 years.
Yeah, that means not longer than 2 years. Do you understand this part?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I will give you this copy of this book. Yeah, I will give you this copy so that yeah, you could review, you could check, because yeah, these talks are very comprehensive about grammar, specifically prepositions. Now, we have also prepositions of place. Now, to refer a place, use the prepositions in, the point itself, at, the general vicinity. Okay, we will use in the point itself, a small coverage. You will use at to the general venue, the general vicinity, and on the surface, and inside something contained. Okay, this is now the point itself. Where did they will meet? It's specific in the lunch room, not in the classroom, not in the office, but in the lunchroom. They will meet in the lunchroom. Okay, please read.
She was waiting at the corner.
Okay, next.
He left his phone on the bed.
Okay, on the bed, because this is your bed and then you will place your phone. You will not place your phone under the bed, but it's on the bed. Okay, next.
Place the pen inside the drawer.
Yes, you cannot say place the pen on the drawer, but inside. And then you should not say place the pen at the drawer, but inside. You want it to be placed inside. Next, to refer to an object higher than a point, use a prepositions over and above. Okay? If this is me, and I will place an object higher than me, then you will use over and above to refer to an object. Yeah, to refer to an object lower than upon, you will use below, beneath, under, and underneath. Okay, you have this one. Below, beneath, under, and underneath. Yes, you will use this one. Example number 1. Please read example number 1.
The bird flew over the house.
Why are we using over here in this sentence?
Because the bird higher than the house.
Very good. Yes, that's very good. Higher, higher than a point. Yes. The bird flew over the house, so it's over. Now, please read number 2.
The plates were on the shelf above the cups.
Okay, so the plates were on the shelf. Okay, if this is the shelf, there are plates, there are cups in here. In the second column, there are cups, and on the third column, there are plates. So the plates are above the place of the cups. So you will say the plates were on the shelf above the cups. You know, it tells you a direction. When you are asking your daughter, your son to get something, they will get it correctly. They can follow your direction correctly by using the adverbs. Okay, you can give clear instruction about what do you want others do for you by using correct prepositions. Yes, example. Okay, please read. Basements.
Basements are dark below ground.
Yes, basements are dug below ground. If this is the basement, and then you are digging, yeah, below to make a basement, then that's below ground. Next example, please read.
There is hardwood beneath the carpet.
Okay. Okay, beneath, you will use lower than a point. If this is a carpet, there is a wood underneath. Okay, underneath. Or beneath. Next, the squirrel, please read.
The squirrel hid the nuts under the pile of leaves.
Pile.
Pile of leaves.
Okay, the squirrel hid the nuts under the pile of leaves. Next, the cat
Is hiding underneath the box.
Okay, it's lower than a point. If this is the box, underneath or below. The cat is. Next, to refer to an object close to a point, use the preposition. Look at this one. To refer to an object close to the prepositions use by, near, next to, between, among, and the opposite. Okay, please read.
The gas station is by the grocery store.
Now you will use by when you are telling to a place near to the place where you are. Example, you are now in a gas station and the grocery is close to the gas station, then you will say the gas station is by the grocery store. Okay, or you can use no. Next, please read the example, the next example.
The park is near her house.
Okay. The park is near the house. So meaning to say, the parking lot is close, is near to the house. It is just few steps away from the house. Okay, next example. Park.
Park your bike next to the garage.
Okay. So if this is the bike, you have to park your, if this is the garage, you have to park your bike next to. This is the garage, and then you have to park your bike next to here. Next, please read. This there is
There is a
tree.
purple flower.
There is a
There is a deer between the two trees.
okay. If these are two trees, in between of this is a deer. So a deer is close to the two trees. It is in between. Next, the purple.
There is a purple flower among the weeds.
Yes, there is a purple flower among the weeds. Yes, there is a purple flower among the weeds. Yeah, among, meaning to say there are many. There are many weeds. There are many grasses. And there is a purple flower. So the purple flower is close to the many weeds in the fields. Now, the garage is opposite to the house. If this is the garage, then on the other side, opposite to the house, yeah, the garage is the house. Do you understand this part?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, prepositions of location. To refer to a location, use preposition in, an area or volume, at, a point, and on a surface. Sample, please read.
They live in the country.
Okay, this is an area. What area they are living in the country, in the Philippine country. Next example.
She will find him at the library.
Okay, so this is a specific place, a location where she will find him. Not in the store, not in the market, but in the library. There is a point. Okay, where will you go? I will find for my daughter. Where will you find her? I will find her at the library. Next, there is
There is a lot of dirt on the window.
okay, on the surface. Okay, a surface. Where can we find many lot of the dirt on the window? Okay, now look at this one. Prepositions for spatial relationships. To refer a spatial relationship, use prepositions above, across, against, ahead of, along, among, around, behind, and below. Beneath, beside, between, from, in front of, inside, near, of, out, through, and toward, under, within. Okay? This one. Can you read the example?
The post office is across the street from the grocery store.
Okay. Next. Stop.
We will stop at many attractions along the way.
Yes. Along the way, it's along the way. When you travel, yeah, you can stop anytime along the way whenever you see good attractions. It's on the way, it's along the way. Next, the kids are
The kids are hiding behind the tree.
where the kids are hiding.
The tree.
Okay, in the tree. The tree. Behind the tree. His shirt is off. Walk toward the garage and then turn left. Okay, so you are giving instruction. Walk toward the garage and then turn left. Then you will see my black car. Okay, so if you are telling someone, yeah, to get something on your car, you will say, walk toward the garage and then turn left. There is my black car parked. Okay. So next, place
Place a check mark within the box.
box. Box.
Yeah.
When you take a test, when you take an exam, there is a small box before each number. And then say the instruction sometimes put a check or put an X within the box. Okay. So this is an instruction. Do you understand this part?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, here. Okay. Some common verb and preposition combinations. Some common verb plus preposition combination. Look at this one. Use the preposition, yeah, about when you have these words in a sentence: worry, complain, and read. Please read the example. He worries.
He worries about the future.
Okay, because you have the word worry. You would not say he worries of his future. No, that's wrong. But since you have the word worry in here, yeah, it says in the rule that you would use about. He worries about the future. Next next example.
Complained about the homework.
She complained. You would not say she complained of the homework. It's wrong. But you have to say about. She complained about the homework. She complained about the tests. Next.
I read about the flooding in the city.
Okay. So you would not say, I read of the flooding in the city, but it's about. Again, when you see these words in a sentence, worry, complain, and read, use about instead of any other words. Do not use of, in, at, but when you encounter these words in a sentence, use about. Now here, we use at. At, arrive, a building or event. Then you have smile and look. Okay? When you arrive at a building or an event, okay? So you have, and when you use sometimes the verb look, okay? Okay, this is verb plus preposition combination. So we are combining the verb and prepositions now. Here, look at now. He arrived at the airport 2 hours early. So at the airport is an example of a building. So use at. Now, the children smiled. Okay, you have the word smile. Okay, at her. You will not say the children smiled to her. It's wrong. But it should be at. The children smiled at her. Okay? She looked at him. You would not say She looked to him. It's wrong. It should be at. Okay? When you see this word, verb in a sentence, okay, you have to use at, the preposition at. Next, from, differ, and suffer. Okay? Meaning to say differ means there is a difference. Okay? The difference of the old activity and the recent activity. Example,